What's up, everybody? My name is Jason De Los Santos with Spectrum Labs, and this is another edition of Hemp in the News. All right, so it is beginning of October right now. Halloween is coming up in a few days. My oldest daughter looks forward to Halloween every year, 364 days a year. As soon as the night is over of Halloween, she's looking forward to and thinking about what she's gonna wear for the next Halloween. So for me, I know for a lot of other parents, it's a really exciting evening going out with your young kids, trick-or-treating, but there's always that nefarious thought lurking in the back of your mind when your kids are just absolutely destroying all the candy is, what if somebody has messed with this candy? Are there going to be razor blades? Is it going to be poisoned? Is there going to be anthrax or some sort of really insane and harmful additive to this candy? One of the things to consider is, especially if you live in a state where cannabis or marijuana is legal, is just being careful that kids are not going to be messing with adult edibles. So that's a real concern and just something that you should be considerate of, whether you manufacture it, whether you're just a parent that lives in that area, whether you're a parent that lives in one of these states, just making sure that the candy that your kids are consuming, just take a quick gander, take a look at it, make sure that it's not going to be a cannabis candy. So on to the next topic. For our first big news, the Arthritis Foundation has provided recommendations for their 50 million patients about how to use CBD. While this is not necessarily an endorsement and the Arthritis Foundation hasn't recommended specific CBD companies, they do give some pretty good guidance about how to use CBD and what to stay away from. And just think about what good news this is for the industry, that an organization that has a lot of backing, has a lot of support from the medical community is saying, hey, there is a lot of good to this product, but here are some smart ways to go about taking it if you've never taken it. Even if you do, here's some good guidelines, and also here's some things to stay away from. A couple of highlights that they mention is to, one, avoid products with THC. Another suggestion by the Arthritis Foundation is to use products only manufactured in the United States. Avoid vaporized CBD products, which is a big thing we'll talk about towards the end of the episode today. Buy products that test every single batch and can make the tests available to you as the consumer. Talk to your physician before trying CBD. This is a smart thing because CBD can interfere with certain medications, and also it's good to let your doctor know what you're taking to make sure that they add it to your plan of care. And then making sure to check your state laws about what is legal regarding CBD in your state. And while this is a pretty vague recommendation, I think this might be partially for them to CYA, but also it's good for everyone to know in their local community what the laws are regarding CBD. So all in all, this is a great thing for the industry, a great thing for the consumer, for a large organization to say, hey, CBD, it's a trending topic, there is some benefit to it, and here's what we recommend that you do with CBD. All right, next topic, alcohol, cocaine, rats, and CBD. Is that a good mixture? I don't know, but according to researchers at the Scripps Institute in La Jolla, California, they did a preclinical study that was really, really interesting. Essentially, they had a few rats that were given alcohol and cocaine, pretty harsh stuff, for a certain period of time, and the rats were addicted. They absolutely needed these substances in order to continue living and reduce some of their stress. And what the researchers did after the rats were addicted is they applied CBD topically to the rats for 7 days, and then they started tracking changes. So they determined that the CBD helped to prevent relapse, and it also minimized the amount of substances that the rats needed to consume, and it also helped to reduce the stress of these rats. One of the interesting things is that the CBD was cleared from the bodies of the rats within 3 days. So after 3 days, the scientists did not notice CBD in the body of the rats, but the effects of CBD and how it helped to reduce the amount of substances that the rats needed lasted for 5 months. Now, rats and humans, right? There's some differences there, but as a preclinical study, I think that it's some good initial findings that can help to find some more information about how CBD can help with substance abuse. So overall, a very interesting topic for us to keep an eye out for. 1,080. That is the number of vaping-related illnesses in the United States so far as of October 2019. There have also been 19 deaths in approximately 15 states. So a really big issue. It has everybody honestly freaked out about what is causing this issue. In the past few days, the CDC released a report about their findings so far, what they're doing about it. And unfortunately, there's really nothing that they found conclusively that is causing all these issues. They've spoken about some commonalities. For example, most people have vaped THC products that were purchased on the illegal market. So maybe there's something happening in the black market. Recently, NBC News did a small study where they tested, I believe it was around 20 THC products that were purchased from legal channels, and none of those products contained any of the synthetic compounds or vitamin E acetate or pesticides that people believe are causing these issues right now. But the research goes on. CDC is still testing, and they're communicating what they're finding to the medical community over the United States. But basically, it seems like people are trying to cut corners to make a buck, is what it sounds like. And while it doesn't seem like these issues aren't springing up from the legal community, it's something for us to be aware of. And for our industry, for the legal industry, we just want to make sure that we continue with quality and remember that these products that we're making are going inside people's bodies. They're being applied on the body for humans and for pets. And so we should not consider the first avenue to cut corners and reduce quality and potentially getting sick. I certainly couldn't imagine cutting corners and doing something that's just not ethically sound in order to make a quick buck, and then the worst thing happens, that somebody can get really sick, ill, or even die because of a product that I made. I would hate to think that, and I would hate to think that somebody in our community, in the legal community, would do that as well. So just something to think about. Just want to make sure that we keep making products and putting products out on the market that are going to be sound and high quality, and that are going to be helping people, certainly not hurting people. All right, guys, that is it from us at Spectrum Labs. Thank you for tuning in. Before you go, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below and also hit the bell so you can be notified when our new videos are released. If you have any questions about hemp extraction or just about the hemp industry in general, feel free to reach out to us. We'll put all the information down below. And I hope you guys have a fantastic week. See ya.